¿Cómo están, estimados seguidores? Bienvenidos a una transmisión a través de la multiplataforma de la República. Mi nombre es Jessica Merino y me acompaña Marc Martel. Les voy a contar una pequeña historia. Era el año 2011 y cuando los miembros originales de Queen abrieron una convocatoria, una audición, mejor dicho, de manera global, buscando la voz de Freddie Mercury. ¿Por qué? Porque buscaban hacer un concierto tributo con el legado de la banda británica y, por supuesto, también con la voz del intérprete Freddie Mercury. Marc Martel estaba en sus 30s y dijo, me animo, voy a enviar mi video, and it went viral. The next day it got millions of views. Estamos para la República. Welcome to Perú.
I felt like you're saying.
Nice. So let's go with the interview. Tenemos aquí rapidito nada más un intérprete, quizás que se necesitas algo o vamos con la traducción al toque. Bueno, les estaba contando esta historia, entonces un poquito, Marc, enviaste el video con el ánimo también de tu esposa. Your wife also encouraged you to send the video, and it went viral. You got an interview all over the world, even by Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah. But how was life before this phenomenon of Freddie Mercury and Queen and this musical project? ¿Cómo era la vida antes de este fenómeno de Freddie Mercury, Queen y todo este proyecto musical?
I was in my own band. We were full-time touring band, just like I am now, but original music, singing my own songs, and people would tell me every single show that I sound like Freddie Mercury, but I didn't know that it was something special.
Was it hard to leave all this band project you have down here back in the years with your team and your family to start all over in music industry?
Yeah, I would say it was difficult, especially the first few years. I was used to something very specific. We were a Christian rock band, and I was transitioning into something very different. Of course, I'm used to it now. It's very normal for me now. But at first, I had to find my place, and it's very important for me to put my emotions into the music. And since this was not my own music, I had to find a different way to feel like I could put my own art into it.
Right, now that you mention, ahora que lo mencionas, Marc nos acaba de decir que también parte de sus inicios, bueno, abocarse a el cristianismo, tenía su banda de rock llamada Down Here, y que quizá un poquito también complejo mezclar el background que tenía él en la música y nuevamente con unir estos colores lindos que nos da la voz de Freddie Mercury. Was it tough to mix your let's say the musician background you had back in the years and now with the image that Queen had? I mean, very irreverente, very freak on stage. Was it tough?
No, I mean, I had some concerns at the beginning about certain lyrics, but the music of Queen is so universally loved because the lyrics reach people, and there really was no problem for me, and it's just lyrics that speak truth, that speak to life in general. There's no problem.
You were picked among millions of videos by the original members of Queen, Brian May and Roger Taylor. Yes. How does it make you feel?
That was the very thing that made me even consider performing the music of Queen, because I got to work with the original artists, and no songwriter grows up aspiring to sing someone else's music, but the fact that I got to work with Roger and Brian made it feel very different and more meaningful.
Más significativo entonces trabajar con los propios integrantes Roger Taylor y con Brian May, es lo que nos está contando Marc Martel, y vamos a consultarle cómo es trabajar con estos ídolos también de la escena rockera del mundo. How is it to work with the very same Roger Taylor and Brian May?
It was a dream come true, and it was very affirming to me as an artist to watch, especially Roger Taylor's emotional reaction to my singing. And a couple of times I saw him with, red eyes, and it was just...
Why is that?
Yeah, I mean, it just brought him back to the days of when Freddie was around, and that blows my mind.
You're presenting tonight in la Videna Stage. Se está presentando esta noche en la sede de la Videna Legado. Cuéntanos un poquito, por favor, ¿qué tienes preparado para Lima? Somos un público también a very challenging audience. Y queremos saber qué tienes para esta noche con el equipo, con toda la logística, a ver el equipo que te acompaña. What do you have for the show tonight in Lima?
Well, if you love Queen, you're going to love this show. It has all the energy and the more intimate moments as well. I tell my own story. I don't dress up like Freddie Mercury. I dress up as myself.
To the public that is following this streaming, La República te está viendo para que muestres justamente el traje, how you get dressed to the stage and what you wear on stage. I mean,
it's very much like this. Maybe a little bit more pizzazz, but I'm myself. Actually, I wear this jacket on stage. So.
What hits are you bringing on stage tonight?
We are bringing all the number one hits of Queen: Bohemian Rhapsody, Under Pressure, Love of My Life. Somebody to Love, We Are the Champions. You know the songs.
Somebody to Love.
Yeah.
It was just write the song that got you here, with the casting abroad, worldwide, and you also sang Somebody to Love in front of Celine Dion. Marc hace unos años tuvo una presentación en un programa de un reality de música en el que también estuvo Celine Dion y ella quedó impactada con la presentación porque además de ser su canción favorita, vívidamente veía en el escenario a la voz, a la reencarnación de Freddie Mercury. How did it make you feel to have among your fans as Celine Dion?
I'm from Quebec, Canada, which is where she's from. And I don't remember a time in my life where Céline Dion didn't exist. Everyone from Quebec is a huge fan of Céline. And Céline. Selena. Yeah. And it was just a huge honor for me to know that who I consider to be one of the greatest singers in the world was a fan of me. It was very, very special.
Can you share some of your talent, please, singing Somebody to Love? También para la gente que nos está viendo a través de la multiplataforma de la República, Somebody to Love. Go ahead.
Each morning I get up, I die a little, can barely stand on my feet. Take a look in the mirror and cry, Lord, what you do to me.
Esa misma voz también estuvo en la película de Bohemian Rhapsody. Vamos a preguntarle también un poquito, porque si bien no actuó, colaboró con el registro vocal en varias de las escenas que necesitaban para este film. Bohemian Rhapsody, the film, you didn't star it, but you collaborated, you participated with the register for the vocals in many scenes. Rami Malek talked about you on the Oscars red carpet, and he said you were a dedicated, a terrific musician and indispensable for this film. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's great. I got to spend quite a bit of time with Rami at the studio in London when he was learning how to move like Freddie and to just to portray one of the greatest frontmen of all time. And he's a really, really great guy. I really enjoyed my time with him, and I feel the same about his performance.
When you search on the internet for the best singer in history, the first results that come out is Freddie Mercury and many other artists. You, considering the reincarnation of the voice of Freddie, do you consider yourself the best singer in history right now?
Not ridiculous, no.
Eso es ridículo. Le acabo de preguntar si se considera la mejor voz, así como en el caso de Freddie Mercury.
No, I mean, there's so many great singers in the world. I mean, just think of the world of opera. Those guys just have so much power.
You were asked a few days ago about artificial intelligence. You are still searching how is this going to affect musicians. I would like to ask you would you consider artificial intelligence as the new pandemic for artists in music?
It's too early to know. I don't know. I don't consider myself an expert on that topic at all, but it is very strange for me to hear music made by a computer and it sounds real. It's not great music, but it's good enough to make people think it's real. And it's still in the beginning stages of it, so I think it's going to become either a great tool for musicians to make music. It will likely also become a great problem, and it will be something in between.
Invita a nuestros fans a través de la multiplataforma de la República para el show de esta noche en la sede de la Videna Legado. Faltan todavía poquísimas entradas. Ingresen a la web de Teleticket, pero vamos, aprovecha para que por favor te reúnas esta noche con tus fans. I'm sure they're looking forward to seeing you tonight.
I'm looking forward to seeing you tonight. Come to the show. come ready to rock and come ready to sing. We're going to have a great time.
Hoy 4 de mayo, entonces, en la sede de la Videna, la sede legado de la Videna, One Vision of Queen, fit Marc Martel, y va a decirnos adiós en esa transmisión a través de la República con una canción. Regálanos un pedacito nada más de Don't Stop Me Now, please.
Don't stop me now, having a good time, having a good time. I'm a shooting star, leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. Come rock with us. Thank you,
Listo.
Jessica.
May the 4th be with you tonight. To enjoy with your fans. Muchísimas gracias y que sea un show espectacular y que se reúna y que viva la música, que cierren los ojos y que escuchen al verdadero, a la reencarnación de Freddie Mercury con Marc Martel. Muchísimas gracias. Cerramos esa transmisión. Vamos haciendo chao a nuestros amigos aquí a través de la multiplataforma de la República y por supuesto acompáñennos en esta jornada informativa. Con nosotros, Marc Martel.